Hi folks, John Grillmaster at Living Appliance Center. We are across the street from the Superstore today at the House of Meats. Brand new store just opened up. Fantastic, it's gorgeous in here. Today I got my buddy Dave here, and we're talking spare ribs, barbecue ribs.
Hey John, how you doing today?
Good, real good, Dave. Thinking about some ribs. I got a little bit of time. Gonna fire up the smoker. What do you recommend?
Well, the most popular and traditional, everyone loves, the baby back rib.
Oh yeah, I don't know how you can't love those. What's that big piece there in the back?
Oh, that there is a regular spare rib, better known as the St. Louis cut once the brisket is removed.
I don't have a lot of experience with those. I think that I'm going to stick with the old tried and true, and I'll take 3 racks of the baby backs today.
Absolutely. Would you like me to take the membrane off or season them for you at all?
Thanks, I really appreciate you taking off the membrane. I saw all those rubs over there in the case. I want to try out some new stuff, so I'll pick one of those out and try that today.
There's a great selection over there.
Great, thanks so much.
All right.
Well, thanks to my buddy Dave over there at the House of Meats. We're back over here at the Superstore across the street in Maumee, and we've got our 3 racks of ribs that he set us up with. Again, these are the baby back style ribs, not the St. Louis style or what they would call spare ribs. I mentioned when I was talking to Dave, he asked if he wanted me to pull the membrane. I said yes. I had him hold off on one of the racks because I want to show you how to be able to do that. It's a really, really important step. There's a membrane on the back side of the rib that doesn't allow any smoke or flavor to penetrate through. It's a little tough. You always want to take that off of there. They're always glad to do it for you over there, but in case you get home and you missed it, I want to show you how to do it. The best way to do it was just a regular old paper towel. Sometimes I get underneath there with a butter knife, but really this works really, really well. So what you do, the membrane's on the back side here. You can kind of see where it's shiny. If you move it, you can sort of see where it's moving there a little bit. The dry paper towel really grips a hold of the membrane really, really well. So go to one of the 4 corners, just go down here, and just kind of grab it and pinch. Just sort of pinch. Don't worry, you're not going to pull any meat out of there. Just grab it and sort of pinch and pull. And there you can see. See how that's peeling back? So the way that's peeling back, it's really, really slippery, so having the paper towel in your hand will really help because it gets you a good grip on it, and you just pull it. And you can see how you can imagine that no flavor is going to penetrate through that, no smoke. I'm just going to peel that right off. There you go, all the way down to the end. And now we've exposed the back side of that rib, and we're going to be able to get that rub and that flavor right up in there. All right, now that we've got our membranes removed from all 3 racks of our ribs, we're going to put some rub on them. Rubs are really, really important. A lot of flavor comes from the rub and the smoke. It's the only chance you really have to put flavor into the meat. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to do one with just plain salt and pepper, so you can see what it looks like with just the natural juices and the meat. And I'm going to do 2 of them with another rub. House Meats has a great selection of rubs. I'd encourage you when you're first starting out to go ahead and use the store-bought rubs. But as you get a little more adventurous and you want to experience and experiment a little bit, go ahead and mix up your own rubs. Lots of recipes online. You can really tweak it to your own taste, to your own flavor. I like a little more garlic. I like a little more heat, so on and so forth. And that'll work really, really well for you. Again, it's called a rub. It's not called a massage. It's not called a sprinkle. Put it on there, actually rub it into the meat a little bit, let it sit, and then we'll get it on the grill. So here we go, we're going to get these rubbed up. First is a red-based rub. And I want to show you on this middle one here, we're going to do just a little bit of salt and pepper. When this one comes off the grill, it's going to taste great, but the smoke flavor that gets imparted into the meat off of the Green Mountain Grill and the pellets is just amazing. We're going to be using apple pellets to smoke this one. All right, here we go. Now we've got our ribs on the Green Mountain Smoker. We've got it all set up at 225 degrees. We're gonna run these for about 3 hours to take on some smoke. We're using the 3-2-1 method today for these ribs, and we'll talk a little bit about that in the next segment. Well, our ribs have been on the smoker now for about 3 hours at 225 degrees. We're using the 3-2-1 method today, and the 3-2-1 method is 3 hours of smoke, 2 hours of heat, and 1 hour with either sauce or glaze. So basically we've got our 3 hours of smoke on, they're partially cooked, You can see these are the two that we use the rub on, and this one here is nothing but the salt and the pepper. So you can see we're starting to develop that really good mahogany color on it. What we're going to do now is we're going to double wrap each one of these racks individually in foil. I've got a little bit of secret sauce here, and basically what this is just a little bit of my favorite barbecue sauce thinned out with some water. We're going to drizzle that over the top and put it in with the foil so they don't dry out. Just a little bit of help a little bit with the moisture content in there, and then after 2 hours wrapped in foil on the grill, we'll take them off, and the last hour we'll sauce them, and they'll be ready to eat. Well, folks, it's the moment we've all been waiting for. These ribs are ready. They're off the grill. They've taken their last hour with the sauce. We've let them rest for just a little bit, just a few minutes, not that important with ribs. And what we're going to do here is jump into them and see what we've got. They look pretty good. These two were the ones that had the rub on it. This was the one that was just salt and pepper and just a little light basting while it was cooking, that had the last hour that had the barbecue sauce with a little bit of water in it. So hopefully when we get in here, we'll see a little bit of a smoke ring. And oh, nice and tender. Oh yeah, you can see that smoke ring right in through there. Soft, juicy. That looks pretty good. Let's try this one out here and see what we've got with the one that has the other rub on it. Yeah, you can definitely see that smoke in there. Oh, that looks good. I think I'm going to dive into one of these here and see what we've got. I'd put that up against the best of anybody out there. That's really, really good. If you want to learn how to do this, you come on out to the Appliance Center. I'll be glad to talk to you, show you some tricks of the trade, talk to you about the Green Mountain grills, talk to you about the Weber grills, get you a gift card for over at the House of Meats. You know, I don't know what else we can do to show you how easy this is and how user-friendly. Hope to see you soon at the store.